You've got some folk who were with you before you met Jesus. And you got some folk that you need to leave. Talk with me, somebody. Do I have any witnesses in here? How many of y'all are honest enough to say, when I got hooked up with Jesus, there were some folk I could not hang around anymore? I know, Sister Kennedy, I know. There were some people I couldn't talk with anymore because there comes a season of separation. Choose you this day whom you will serve, the ninjas or the Lord. Yeah. Watch me now. Watch me now. The folk, can I flip the script? The folk that he separated him from were not bad folk. I told you they were faithful friends. But sometimes, let the church say sometimes faithful friends can't go with you to the next season. Because what Jesus is about to do with you, they ain't going to understand. So you've got to separate yourself. Yeah. From folk who are faithful but ain't mature to understand the elevation that's coming in your life. Watch. See, Jesus took him and led him. He led him, which means Jesus takes the initiative. I'm almost through. To get him away. The man doesn't ask to be separated. Jesus just took the initiative to y'all ain't reading the Bible. God wants to bless you so much that sometimes he will orchestrate a separation. Because he's giving you opportunity, but you ain't moving fast enough. So he's doing the separating himself that you should have done on your own. But because you wouldn't do it on your own, he orchestrated it to get you away from some people. I brought my own amens. See, you'd have still been with that no good, nappy head, knock-kneed ninja if God hadn't orchestrated it. You'd have still been on that job if God hadn't orchestrated. You'd have still been hanging out with the wrong people, but God orchestrated a separation for you. I ain't got but one point. So my question was, can I tell you what my question was? I promise. My question was, if the brother's blind, where did he go, George? Why you got to lead him out of the city? Y'all. He won't know anyway. If he take 3 steps, he don't know where. Talk with me. Y'all ain't with me. So my question, what in the text, y'all ain't with me. But the text says he led him out of the city. It just depends on who's doing the scene. Because when I saw it, Dr. G, I read the last verse of the story, verse 26. Don't miss it. It says that Jesus told him, when you go home, don't go back through the village that I took you out of. Slow, yeah, boy. I done did all of this. Which means the village ain't where he's from. Yeah, Jesus says, I led him from the city. Bethsaida is a cursed place. Jesus said, I led him from the city because he was hanging out in a place beneath who he was. And once I opened his eyes, I had to tell him, now that you can see, there are some places you don't need to go back to. Yeah. Come here. The reason you keep going back to some places is because you really ain't seeing. It's time to go see the optometrist. The reason you keep making the same mistakes is because you really ain't seeing it. Because, baby, when your eyes get wide open, somebody know what I'm talking about. There are some things, there are some people you ain't going to do again. That's why I like Fantasia. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Yeah, some places you ain't going again. Some things you ain't trying no more. Do I have about 5 of y'all who going to say, when he opened my eyes, there are some places I didn't go, Pastor. There are some things I just don't do anymore. Oh, it's finna get good to me now. The text says, I'm done. The text says, Jesus spits on his eyes and puts the spit on the man's eyes. Yeah, I better withhold my opinions there, but I'm staying pastoral. But I want you to know something. Spit in the first century was a part of the medicinal use by doctors. Y'all don't read the Bible. So that Jesus using what is in that day modern medicine to assist in the healing. So much for all of these holier than thou folk who want to treat you like going to the doctor and taking medicine. Mean you don't have no faith. The devil is a liar. God can use medicine to participate in the moment of when he wants to heal you. And I wish I had somebody in here who could testify, Pastor, I've been taking my medicine every day, twice on Sunday. What? Because I know even the medicine is a miracle. That God can take the mind of a man or a woman, make them intelligent enough to put chemicals together in such a way that when I digest the chemicals, it shocks my body and makes me feel better. Tell somebody that's a miracle. Yeah. How many of y'all took Tylenol and felt better? Yeah. Don't everybody? You ought to thank God for medicine. Well, now, I got to leave you now, children. But let's be real. This ain't first century. You spit on me, there's going to be some furniture moving. I tried to get Bernie, but he says he's good where he's at. But he told me to tell you it's going to be some furniture moving. Talk with me, somebody. Tell somebody he right about that, girl. He right. But can I tell you what the Lord said to me? He said, Jacobs, sometimes you got to thank God for what you went through that was nasty. Because sometimes it was the nasty stuff that became the moment of your breakthrough. Y'all faking today. See, y'all trying to be stuck up right now. But I need some folk who done had some nasty situations. Don't everybody say amen at once. And the nasty stuff that you went through taught you to be who you are. That's why you shout like you shout. That's why you dance like you dance. That's why you wave your hand like you wave your hand. Because it was the nasty stuff that got you here. Do I have about 100 of y'all who can say, this shout ain't over my house. This shout ain't over my car. This shout ain't over my money. But this shout is over the nasty stuff. The stuff that didn't feel good. The stuff I didn't like. The stuff that's behind me. The stuff that made me cringe. The stuff that made me sick to my stomach. Because when God got through with it, I was better. I was wiser. I was stronger. I'm not going back there anymore.